Hey English 1102 friends, welcome again to Spring Semester 2021. This is a video that's going to guide you through the reading and assignment schedule for the entire semester for spring of 2021. I'm going to try my best to walk you through the readings and assignments and how the schedule should work for you. But if you get to the end of this video and you still have questions, or it's not clear to you how the semester is supposed to work, or how the semester is supposed to flow, or how the work is supposed to happen, please reach out to me with any questions that you have. Because this is an accelerated 8-week course, everything is sort of packed together, and so I can't emphasize how much I don't want anybody to fall behind or get lost in this semester. And if you feel that happening to yourself, please reach out to me and let me help you get back on track or stay on track. Whatever we need to do, we'll make it happen. But if you feel yourself getting overwhelmed or lost, get with me and we will smooth that out as best we can. You can see that the entire semester is broken down into weeks. So it starts with week of January 11th through January 15th, and then it gives you 4 parts, 4 things you're supposed to do that day. You can see that this first week of the semester, you need to go through the introduction to the course, which this is a part of. Then it's got 1 reading for you. Then you'll go through part 2, Innocence and Experience, part 3, Innocence and Experience, so you'll finish that whole module within the week, the January 11th through January 14th, big over module, and then the Work and Labor. All the readings in this class for the semester are broken down into these individual topics: Innocence and Experience, Work and Labor, Intoxication and Play, Family and Community, Conflict and Combat, Nature and Settings, Gothic and Grotesque. And you can see, if you look, what we will do is cover two or three of these modules, 2 or 3 of these topics: Work and Labor, Innocence and Experience, Intoxication and Play, and then we'll take an exam. And the exam will cover Innocence and Experience, Work and Labor, Intoxication and Play. Okay, we'll read a couple more modules: Family and Community and Conflict and Combat. Well, then we'll take the second exam that covers Family and Community and Conflict and Combat. So essentially what we're doing most of the semester is working our way through 2 or 3 of these topics and then taking an exam. 2 or 3 more topics, taking an exam. The only real exception to that is the midterm and the final exam, which are strictly focused on the terminology that we're going to cover as we go through the course. All of the terminology is here for you, and it is usually with some reading that is relevant to it and gives you an example to work with. For example, all of the terminology is these all capitals, bold words that are at the end of each reading: simile, dialogue, elegy, situational irony. The midterm exam, which is on that week of February, the first week of February, it will cover all of the terms leading up to the midterm exam. The final exam will cover all the terms between the midterm and the final. So like the midterm, the last term that the midterm can cover is foreshadowing and grotesque, and then it'll cover all those terms. You might sometimes hear my daughter in the background. She's 7 months old, so she can't really control being loud every once in a while. Hopefully that's not too much of a bother for you. And so that gives you a layout. Let me jump over to D2L for a second, and hopefully you can see in our D2L setup, we've got syllabus, schedule, and exams. What I will do as it becomes exam time, is post those exams for you. But you can see right here, we got the syllabus, we got our reading and assignment schedule, what we're going through right now, and then as it becomes exam time, I'll make those exams visible to you right here. You can see. I will also have those. I've also got those set up. If you jump to where the first exam is, you can see for the week of January 18th through January 22nd, you've got Intoxication and Play. You've got videos walking you through all the readings and guiding you through all the readings. So there's a video for the Story Navigators, a video for 2 of the poems, video for 2 more of the poems, video for 2 more of the poems, the links to all the readings. And then you scroll down through there. Okay, now exam time. Here's the first exam. When we get to that week, I'll open it up and make it visible to you. And then week 4, you got some stuff for family and community. You got a video walking you through the story of the Rocking Horse winner, video walking you through the story Big Bad Love, and then some videos walking you through all the poems. They're all labeled course video, course video, course video, course video, and then you got links to all the specific readings. So what you would do as you go through the semester is do the readings that are on the reading and assignment schedule, then watch the video. It'll help you understand things, help you understand specific terminology for the midterm and the final, and then you're good to go. Like for example, this first week of class, January 11th through the 15th, you don't have any assignments due. You just need to do all the readings for Innocence and Experience and Work and Labor. The way each of these is set up and the way each of the parts is set up, there's usually one story which is underlined. The first day, Tunneling to the Center of the Earth, both of them Innocence and Experience, Bildungs Roman stories. The one exception to that, I think, the whole semester is the Work and Labor, which has A&P by John Updike, story about a teenager working in a grocery store, and then Now That the Circus is Shut Down, the Human Cannonball Looks for Work by Megan Phillips. That story, Now That the Circus is Shut Down, is so short, I just put it in there too. It might as well be a poem. It will take you such a short time to read. But you'll notice here, this is Work and Labor. All of the stories and poems are about work. Hay for the Horses, about working on a farm. Escaped Housewife prefers the term cosmetologist, about a woman training to be a cosmetologist. The Trash Man is about working as a trash man. And You Can Have It by Philip Levine is about coming home from work, just coming home from like a manual labor job, working in a factory or something like that, and just being exhausted and worn out and sort of destroyed by your long day of work. Everybody's felt that. Sort of, you come home, you don't even have the energy, to take your clothes off. You just fall into bed, throw your shoes into the closet. Same with, like, for example, Intoxication and Play. Navigators is a story about a father and a son playing a video game together, and then all the rest of these poems, Scrambled Eggs and Whiskey, This Morning I Could Do 1,000 Things, they're all about not working. They're about having time off and feeling sort of intoxicated by different experiences. Won't You Celebrate With Me? All of those, so they all fall under the different headings like family and community, conflict and everything in the conflict and combat modules is about combat or about conflict, some kind of tension or conflict. And you will see that is how the basic exams are set up. You can see exam 1, like I said, covers Innocence and Experience, Work and Labor, Intoxication and Play. That exam will be due at some point during that week. And then that first week of February, exam 2 is due. Exam 1 is a short answer test. I will give you 12 prompts. You'll pick 8 of them and answer them. Exam 2 is a short essay exam. Let's see here it is. Exam 2 is a short essay exam, about 500 words. I'll give you 4 or 5 prompts to choose from. You'll pick one and write a short essay. They're all about things we have read so far in that module. The midterm exam, like I said, will cover, it's a short answer exam. I'll give you 12, you'll pick 8, and it covers all of the terminology leading up to the midterm. Then exam 4, we're back to a short answer exam, 12 and you pick 8, and it will cover nature and settings and Gothic and grotesque. Then we get into this sort of meatier part of the semester. Exam 5 is a short essay exam. Again, I'll give you 4 or 5 choices. You'll pick one, write a 500 or 600 word essay. Exam 6 is a short essay exam covering the movie Schindler's List, which we are going to watch near the end of the semester. The last week or so of the semester, we won't be doing any reading. We'll be watching Schindler's List. That is designed so that as we get to the end of the semester, things are a little bit easier. The reading part is over. There's a bunch of vocabulary words relevant to Schindler's List that'll be important for you for then the final exam. The final exam will be due that Thursday, March 4th, which is that last week of the semester. The final exam, again, all terminology, 12 questions, you pick 8 and answer them, all about the terminology, especially the Schindler's List terminology. You can see there's a bunch of terminology there. that gets you through all of the 7 essays. And if you've watched the syllabus video, you know that each exam counts for 10% of your final grade. So we'll be up to 70% of our final grade when we take when you turn in the final exam to me on that Thursday. Those, I will open those up to you as we go through the semester. As we get into that week, I'll open them up, and then I'll post an announcement and say, hey, exam 5 is open to you now. Have a look, and it's due to me, before 9 o'clock on Thursday or whatever day of the week it is. So that's how the exams will happen. That's how they'll be due. The other two, and that's how you'll do the readings as we go through the semester. Again, to go back to that, the entire semester is organized into weeks, beginning with the week of January 11th through the 15th, and ending with that last week, the first week of March, and the last week for us, that week of March 1st through the 5th. And as you open those up, you can see you've got the week of that week of February 8th through the 12th. All right, here's all the readings for you. Here's the 4th exam. Then here's some more readings for you, including course videos. There should be a course video for you for almost everything we're going to read. We might skip over 1 or 2 poems as we go, but for almost everything that we read, there will be some course video. The videos are usually short. Often for the poems, they are 6, 7, or 8 minutes. For the stories, they're a little bit longer, 15 minutes, 20 minutes at most, depending on how complicated it is for me to explain things. The videos are there for me to guide you through the stories. Like if you read something on the syllabus and you're like, I have no idea what I was supposed to get from this. All right, turn on the video and I'll walk you through it as best I can. But as always, with any of this stuff, if you have questions, be in touch with me via email. And we're going to hopefully be able to meet once a week via Zoom. And my impression of that, my hope for that is that's just an open session for any questions y'all have every week as we go through the semester. Questions about the exam, questions about readings, questions about any assignments. The other 2 pieces of work that we have during the semester are the bibliographic essay, which is due that last week of January 25th through the 29th. And then the research paper, you can see right here, is due that in mid-February, that week of the 15th through the 19th. If you jump over into D2L, you can see that there is an entire module after our weeks where it says Research Project Guidelines and Information. You click on that and it gives you a research topics master list. You will pick one topic from this list. I'm going to go ahead and click on it if it'll let me. Maybe not. What you will need to do, and you probably need to do this the first week, that week of January 11th through the 15th. So as you're watching this, you might want to jump in here and click on it. You'll click on it, you'll pick a topic. There's about 60 topics to pick from. You'll pick one and you will use it for both the bibliographic essay and the research paper. And then you've got the bibliographic essay assignment and guidelines. And I've also got a couple of different explanations for that, and then a couple of sample bibliographic essays that students turned in the past that were all A papers. Then you jump down here. I got a research paper guidelines and checklist, a video guiding you through the research paper, and then a couple of sample research papers of students that made A's in the past to show you what a good, correct paper is supposed to look like. Each of these assignments is about 1,000 words a piece, and I will have specific videos guiding you through that as you go. If you have questions, again, I'll have videos for both of those as we go through the semester, so that as it gets closer, you'll be able to look into that and have some guidance. If you have questions about any of that, though, because we're moving so fast, be in touch with me. We can talk about the bibliographic essay, the topics, the research anytime. I plan to post an announcement asking you for some specific stuff, including getting your topic choice to me that first week, so that we'll know what you're working with for the whole semester. If you have questions about any of that, though, that is the basics of the readings and assignments for this semester. I don't want to be too detailed and bore you too much, but that is how we're going to flow through the semester, doing readings, turning in work. If you have questions about that, be in touch with me. Otherwise, I hope that's helpful to you. You don't feel too overwhelmed. Nothing that we're going to do is too difficult or overwhelming. Just don't fall behind. Let me help you stay on track. I'll do anything I can to help you stay on track and succeed. Just be in touch with me as we go through the semester. And especially through our accelerated semester, since we've only got a few weeks together. I hope that's helpful to you. And again, welcome to Spring Semester 2021.